This guy from Rethink Peer-to-Peer, he has now published a lender comparison page. Interesting. So many colorful boxes though. And what do I do now? Wait, what? There's also an overall score? What's up guys, this is Danny from Rethink Peer-to-Peer Lending. Welcome back to another portfolio update on my channel. In today's video, we will review the performance of my personal peer-to-peer portfolio in October, and I will also disclose all the transactions that have recently been executed. My Telegram group and my WhatsApp channel are the places to go for real-time updates if you always want to stay in the loop for the latest events in the industry. In October, I earned 1,571 euro from my outstanding peer-to-peer portfolio, marking the highest monthly income I have ever achieved since I started investing in peer-to-peer loans. The high income is mainly driven by the performance of a few platforms. Most notable are the 450 euro that I have earned from my Mintos bond investments, with 330 euro coming from Youth Group and 120 euro from Mintos itself. In addition, new personal best income numbers came from Peerberry with nearly 380 euro and on Afranga with 85 euro. The best overall performance in my peer-to-peer portfolio is coming from Nectarodo with 16.52%. The reason for my above average return is my active investment approach on the platform, which is aligned with the various bonus campaigns. In second place is Afranga with a strong 14.37%, closely followed by Debitum with 14.26%. In the previous month, there were a total of 6 new transactions in my peer-to-peer portfolio. After managing a return of 11.6% after 14 months, I was searching for my fourth bond investment on the Mintos marketplace. My choice fell on the Mexican lender Credifiel, which is one of the highest rated fintech companies in my lender overview and comparison page. The terms of the bond consist of a 3-year maturity at 8% fixed plus 3-month Euribor, which should result in roughly a 10% return. Looking at the financial stability of the issuer, I would consider this a reasonable investment. Overall, my bond investments on Mintos have now increased to just under 20,000 euro, making it the third largest position in my peer-to-peer portfolio. In this regard, a quick update on my lender comparison page. Since the last portfolio update, I have decided to also establish an overall lender score, which consolidates all the available financial metrics and qualitative information into a unified risk indicator. After this video, feel free to take a look at the calculation system on the blog and how your preferred lenders have performed. On Afranga, I have deposited 3,000 euro last month, which then has been invested into loans from Stick Credit. Half of the amount was locked in for 24 months at 12% interest and the other half for 36 months at 13% interest. Another 54 euro in repayments have been allocated into assets from Credirect, where I would like to expand my position even further if more appealing conditions would become available. Just as in September, I deposited another 1,000 euro on Lande during October. With this, my annual target of pushing my Lande portfolio into the 5-figure range has been achieved. After nearly 4 years on the Latvian platform, I am quite satisfied with my overall performance of around 10%. As long as the portfolio quality remains stable, Lande will continue to be a key pillar in my collateral-backed lending segment. To speed up my exit process on InSoil Finance, I have placed all my loans on the secondary market at face value last month. Surprisingly, a large portion of my loans has actually been bought, so there seems to be some liquidity and investor demand. As a result, I was able to withdraw 3,000 euro from the Lithuanian platform in October. The chaos on Esketit has probably been the biggest topic in the industry last month. With the relocation of the company's jurisdiction to Croatia, many investors have now been deprived of the liquidity that previously existed with the Irish entity. Nothing but a shady move that now questions the platform's approach and integrity. Looking at those circumstances, I was actually quite lucky to have sold 7,000 euro of my portfolio on the secondary market prior the relocation happened. In October, another 1,000 euro have been withdrawn, although this time from normal loan repayments. The current situation with Esketit certainly raises the question how investors should deal and respond with the recent events. Not only did the approach of changing the company's jurisdiction seem quite questionable in terms of the disadvantages it created for investors, but the communication around it has also been extremely poor, showing little self-awareness or willingness to engage in critical reflection. The question of the repeatedly hinted at regulation, which is now undermined by the decision to relocate to Croatia, also remains unclear. The fact that shareholder overlaps between platform and lenders still exist continues to represent a regulatory hurdle. Therefore, I plan to observe the situation for a few more months, with a decision of how I want to move forward expected at the beginning of 2026. The reasoning for my exit on Via Invest has also been explained in my portfolio update 2 months ago. After receiving some repayments, 500 euros have now been withdrawn from the platform in October. Looking at the bigger picture, the value of my outstanding peer-to-peer portfolio increased by approximately 5,000 euro in October, reaching 140,960 euro. The significant setback from the previous month has thus almost been fully recovered.